The big question is, before we get to the big question, welcome to In the Cabin. Today, we're in the cabin. I went down to Lake Ponderay. I did some fishing. I didn't catch anything, but I got a bite. Fish done bit my line. Didn't get caught, but it done bit my line. Anyways, so the big question is, I'm having a hard time here, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Do I do the chicken cock or the singleton? Chicken cock is a fine bourbon. Well, singleton is a good Scotch whiskey. 12 years. And if you read right there, what does it say? Luscious nectar. Luscious nectar. Single malt Scotch whiskey. I think I'm going to do the, it's luscious nectar. Can you go wrong with a luscious nectar? I really don't think you can. Oh, and I'm going to pair it with, I did, for you distinguished gentlemen that enjoy my channel, one thing I want to bring to your attention is I recently found a place online called Famous Smoke or Famous Smokes. Anyways, I, on a whim, I ordered some cigars. I got some Rocky Patels and some other ones. Can't remember what they were because, I might have had a few whiskeys when I pushed the buy it now button. But anyways, I got them in the mail, and shockingly enough, they are freshy. So I'm going to fire up one of these dogs, probably pour, since it is luscious nectar. How could you go wrong with luscious nectar? Pour me a little glass of that luscious nectar. Fire up this one here, and where's my glasses? Old man can't read without his glasses. Calm down, everybody. This one is a Special Reserve. Sin Ground, RP, Rocky Patel. It's a Rocky Patel Special Reserve. I'm going to fire this dog up, puff on it a little bit, knock back a singleton scotch, and I got a big old steak I'm going to cook. A big old steak. Stay tuned. There are a few things I'm going to share with y'all. First of all, I think it'd be easier one-handedly. Pour some of this luscious nectar. And the cutting of a cigar. Now, I don't know how many cigar aficionados that I got in the crowd. When I cut a cigar, I'm a pocket knife guy, right? What I like to do is I just do a V. I cut in like that. Whoops. Whoa! Hold the phone, everybody. What in the tarnation is going on? So anyways, I cut like this right here, and then I come and cut like this, and basically cut a little wedge out. And that is how I cut a cigar. You can cut them like this straight across, but I find I get a better draw cutting them open like that, gutting it like a fish that I didn't catch today. Okay, so I fired up this Rocky Patel Special Reserve. Sun grown. Look at the label. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Very good cigar. And the one thing I can tell you about cigars is if you squeeze them just a little bit, just give them a little pinch and listen. If they don't make any noise, it's ready to go. These things came from, and I'm not sponsored by these guys, but if you use code CatDaddy41, you probably won't get a discount. But you can use that code and feel better about it. The prices are really good too. Famous Smoke. But this is I mean, I just lit it up. I had to stop and tell you guys how good this cigar is. I mean, it's got great flavor. Aftertaste is pretty awesome. All that good stuff. All that good stuff. So we got one pocket grizzly, which I was surprised because I actually used cheese in the trap this time, and you can see some of the traps still got cheese in them. And the snake food, I used some of the snake food too. Only one pocket grizzly, so I don't know what's going on with the pocket grizzlies, but out front, when I showed up, that thing right there, my spool, was tipped over. And my charcoal lighter was flung about. I think old Mr. Bear has been here, and I don't know what he was doing, but he knocked my dang spool over. And I don't know why he did that. You know, maybe he just, I don't know, maybe he's an asshole. But the neighbors, I don't know if they shot that bear that was trouble last year, but they complained a little bit. I guess he was trying to get in somebody's chicken coop. You know, I got my my 30-06, and I think there's still, I think I have till June 15th. My tag is good till June 15th to smoke a little black bear, and that's what we got, a little black bear causing trouble. Somebody complained about it, but he ain't been around too much, so he must have found another source of food. Anyways, I'm gonna sit here and just enjoy the view. I mean, how could you not? All right, pilgrims. This is pretty much the end of the line for this one. I didn't really spend a whole lot of time at the cabin. Just got here at before dark and left before light. I did some shooting. I really don't like to video shooting just because, you know, once in a while I'll throw a shooting video on, but I don't want this to be all about shooting. But what I did do was I went fishing. And I don't know if any of y'all ever got a dog that's ball-tarted, where, you know, that dog will just get the ball and focus on it. My neighbor Mike, in our other channel, the Chris and Mike, Mike and Chris in the shop, his dog is like one of the guest stars in that video, and he's ball-tarted. He'll get on that ball and he can't let go. He's just so sucked up into it. You know, that's all he thinks about. That's all he focuses on. So basically, that's how I am when I get a fishing rod in my hand. I'm fish-tarted, and so I got my kayak out. You can see my kayak, my nice little fishing kayak, and I got it out. The slough's filled up with water down here, and I think next time I got to get some rig for videoing from the kayak and maybe narrating and talk to you all about some fishing. You know, not do like just a fishing video where it's just I'm sitting in there casting and, you know, it's boring as hell. Maybe a couple highlights and a little bit of, you know, talking about the slough and what goes on. And I really haven't explored the whole thing. I just went out to the bridge and I kind of, you know, saw the bridge as a good spot to try to get some smallmouth bass. And yeah, we caught a few, but nothing of note. Was next to a guy that caught one. There you go. Caught a big one, like a 5 pound, was 4.9 pound Smalley. So anyways, this was a video. It had a log cabin in it. So we're going to call this a log cabin video. Y'all have a good one, pilgrims. Or y'all pilgrims have a good one. Y'all pilgrims have a good one.